Hey guys, my name is Zach. In today's video, we're going to talk about the difference between a debit card and a credit card. Some of the things that you should consider, some of the benefits of both, and then from there, just see which may be the best fit for you in your financial situation. Let's get right into it. So first off, when it comes to a credit card, one of the biggest benefits is actually building your credit score. And that's going to allow you to get the best mortgage rates, which is going to enable you to keep more of that cold hard cash in your pocket rather than spending that on your mortgage because your credit score was too low. Now, on the opposing end, as far as a debit card is concerned, debit cards do not typically build any sort of credit. It's just going to be pulling money directly from your bank account. It's more of a way for someone who is younger, who maybe isn't ready yet for a credit card, to be able to keep up with their finances and make sure that they're not overspending. Number two is it provides protection. When it comes to fraudulent charges, it's best to have a credit card because then it's not directly connected to your bank account where people are stealing money from your bank account, and it's going to be a lot harder to get that money back from your bank account. So credit cards are going to win when it comes to fraudulent charges and protecting you and your finances. Next up, number three is rewards. Now, these can come in a variety of different ways, but the most typical way and the way that I prefer is going to be cash back rewards. And what that means is, for instance, I have a Capital One Quicksilver card. That card gives me 1.5% back on anything and everything from my purchases. So if I go and buy gas, then that's going to give me 1.5% back. If I go buy groceries, that's 1.5% back. And that money starts accumulating just by spending money on things that I'm already buying and things that are already in the budget. And then at the end of the month, or in 2 months or 3 months, however long I want to wait, then I have, $20, $30, $40, whatever it is, in that cash back, and I can go ahead and spend that on a purchase, and then I've used my credit card wisely. That's a benefit of a credit card. Whereas on the other hand, a debit card is going to potentially have some ways that you can get a percentage off. For instance, my Bank of America card, if I log into Bank of America, I can find that companies like maybe Adidas or Apple or so on and so forth, they may have some percentage off, like 3% off if you purchase with your debit card or whatever. And that can be beneficial, but in general, using your debit card, you're not going to receive any sort of cash back or rewards from using that. And then reason number four is it provides additional benefits. A lot of credit cards are going to have something like a warranty on your cell phone. If anything were to happen, it may be able to help with replacing it up to a certain cash amount. That's a possibility on a lot of credit cards. There's also things, if you have a travel credit card, it may give you lounge access to certain areas within the airport that is only going to be given to you if you have that particular credit card. So depending on the credit card, there's going to be different benefits that may be given to you. But at the end of the day, these are benefits that you have because you're using a credit card over a debit card. With the debit card, there aren't any of these kinds of benefits that are going to be given to you. So what is one of the reasons why someone may want to use a debit card over a credit card? When it comes to using a debit card first, it's oftentimes because people don't trust themselves with the credit limit that would come with a credit card. So they want limited access to their money. If you have a debit card and you have $200 in that bank account, then that's going to be the total limit that you can use without incurring any sort of fees. So that's going to keep you accountable for that. However, if you only have $200 in your bank account, but you have a $2,000 credit limit, then it doesn't matter. You can spend all that $2,000 on your credit card, technically, and then you're just going to have to pay the minimum payment every single month. This is how a lot of people get in trouble, and this is a benefit of using a debit card over a credit card. Next up is there's no annual fee when it comes to a debit card. If you get a debit card, there's not going to be an annual fee. Why is that? Because there's really no benefit in using a debit card. in regards to rewards or cashback or anything like that. And there's also very little risk in regards to a bank. When it comes to the debit card, you just have the money that's in your bank account. And if you overdraw on that account, oftentimes the fees are hefty. It can be up to like $35 just for overdrawing once on that debit card. Number 3 benefit is cash advances are very easy to use. So you can go use your debit card at an ATM and be able to get that money out, and there aren't going to be any fees. It's also something that when it comes to credit cards, technically you're able to use cash advances like at the grocery store or something along those lines. However, it's going to start accruing interest from the moment that you take that money out. So it's not suggested at all that you use your credit card for cash advances. So when it comes to the gurus who talk about never use your credit card, if you even speak the word credit card in your house, it will be a terrible situation. You're going to go broke. Chop up your credit cards. Yes, I'm talking about Dave Ramsey. Now, when it comes to that kind of philosophy, it's something that if you can't be trusted with the access to a credit card, with the access to a credit limit that is higher than the amount of money than you have in your bank account potentially, then yeah, you should use a debit card. But the fact of the matter is, it needs to be a choice that you make based off your particular financial situation. And you have to know yourself. You have to know what you're able to do. But don't let anyone tell you that using a credit card cannot be a very good situation for you and for your finances and to be able to help you get ahead. Now, this has been Zach, helping you do just that, get ahead in your finances. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.